A few years ago, I literally had to go into debt to afford a $5 hot and ready pizza from Little Caesars. And I'm so thankful for that moment in my life because without it, I wouldn't have stumbled across and discovered digital products because my very first digital product made a little over 900K in about 18 months. I went on to build a 7-figure online business and I have a community of contentpreneurs that I'm helping get results just like all them that you see on the screen right now. And in this video, I'm going to give you the 7-part framework so you can make this work for you as well because it's so possible to live a business on your own terms and do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, and make peaceful profits within your purpose. Look, it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to break down this 7-part framework. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you may just keep on believing the big lie that majority of people believe, that it takes a lot of hard work to make money. And if you haven't realized by now, hard work don't pay. I mean, just look around at all the hard workers. But look, the thing that you need to understand is that it doesn't take more time to make money. What you need to do is that you need to implement a system for yourself in order to make that money. And system stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money, right? We create a system that can work for us nonstop 24/7, 365. That's how we get our time back and we make more while working less. So something that you really need to understand about digital products is that it does not take extra time like people think that it does. And most people, they can't make the amount of money that they want to make because their time is associated to how much income that they make. And money is a infinite resource. It's abundant. It literally doesn't run out. If the pandemic some years ago didn't show you that, they're literally just printing money out of thin air. But our time is a very limited resource. And if we have our time associated to the amount of income that we are making, then it's always going to be a cap. It's going to be a ceiling right there, right? Now, with digital products also, you don't need to have any extra money. I was broke. I didn't have money. I had to go into debt to buy literally anything. And then to pay off my debt, I would have to pull from a line of credit to pay off my credit card. And then to pay off my line of credit, I would pull more from the line of credit to pay the minimum on the line of credit. I was literally robbing Peter to pay Paul. So I had to find a business structure to whereas it didn't take any startup capital because I had absolutely none. With digital products, you don't have any, and you can literally work from anywhere. I tell people that you need to design or architect the life that you want to live. So many people, they're focusing on the money. And so many people are living lives that they don't want to live right now, actually, because they're doing something that they don't want to do each and every single week for at least 40 hours a week for 40 years of their life for a little bit of money. Well, what we want to do with these digital products is that we don't actually want to think of the money first. That's what's going to set you up for failure. What you want to do is that you want to think of the lifestyle that you want to design and architect for yourself. And then we're going to build the business around our lifestyle to whereas then we're making the money that we desire to make while living the lifestyle that we designed for ourselves, and the lifestyle to where we look forward to doing what we need to do to make the money each and every single day. All right. So that's the goal, to build this income that compounds and have more time, more freedom, and more impact on your own terms. So first of all, before we get into this actual 7 steps that it takes in order to make a profitable online business for yourself from absolute scratch, you need to understand the mindset behind this. And this is the number one separator between people that succeed and people that fail. So most people, they start here. They start thinking, what kind of product should I have? When that's not what you need to be thinking about. You don't need to be thinking about what is the digital product that sells. That's not what people buy. What people buy are problems, and they buy new identities. So instead of starting with what type of product should you sell, you need to start here and start thinking about what problems can I solve and who can I solve that problem for. You need to be thinking about what is the audience that I can get in front of that has a particular painful problem so I can create a specific solution for that problem, right? Because digital products really don't sell. And what I mean by that is that people could care less to buy a digital product. People could care less to buy whatever it is that the product actually is. What people want is a new identity. They want a result, and they want a transformation from where they are right now to where they see themselves in being, right? So once you understand that, then you'll understand that a digital product is not the actual digital product. A digital product is basically just a vehicle that takes somebody from where they are right now to where they want to be. Or in other words, a digital product is simply just a tool. And think, what is a tool? A tool is simply something that helps a human get a result. So if I look at this pen right here, this is a tool that helps me be a better educator with my content, to whereas I can draw all these cool little things and draw pictures and arrows and point at stuff, right? It helps me accomplish a task. This microphone is simply just a tool that helps me have better sound quality in my content that I use this stencil for, right? But I could care less to buy a microphone. I needed a tool to help me have clearer audio, because on YouTube, audio is more important than the visual, right? This is the same thing that we need to be thinking about of our digital products. So some examples of a vehicle that will help somebody get to where they want to get to, or a tool that will help somebody be better with whatever it is that they're working towards. It could be a course. It could be an ebook or some type of guide. It could be a template. It could be some type of worksheets, audiobooks, toolkits, or frameworks. This one is real big right here, a community. A lot of people aren't looking at communities as digital products, but they are. Hear me loud and clear when I say this. Anything to where it's the deliverable of it is digital, it is a digital product. Something else would be like a software or an app, and then in this AI age, something that's really selling right now, like AI agents, like custom GPTs and automations and whatnot, right? Now, here's the thing. Remember, this is just the vehicle, right? We need to focus on the transformation if we're going to make some money, not the actual format of the problem. Remember, people, they buy outcomes, people buy results, people buy transformations, and people, they buy new identities. So some examples of these would be, let's say that I'm making something for educators, right? I could have a lesson plan, some type of curriculum, template, training guides. If I'm looking for coaches or consultants, I could have some type of workbooks or some type of frameworks. For content creators, I could have some type of script templates. This is something just freestyling off the top of my head, right? I could make something for contentpreneurs that are looking to build their income, impact, and influence with digital products through YouTube. I could come up with a digital products that have 30 proven titles, thumbnails, and hooks that attract the right customer and convert. That could be a digital product that I could come up with, right? The thing that we want to do with these products is that we want to be specific with them, and we don't want to have so much hype around them. We want to think value first, and we want to think true help first. You will make so much money if you stop thinking about money and stop putting money first and people second, and start putting the people first and start using your money to actually help the people. And then just how the universe works, you will be you will achieve and you will be blessed with the abundance that is rightfully yours. But we got to put the people first, because if we think of people first instead of thinking about money first, then we'll start to obsess on coming up with solutions for people, and people only spend their money on solutions to their problems. That's the thing that is really stopping people out there. So the foundation of everything that we're going to do, first, we're going to focus on solving a real problem for real people. Then we're going to focus on actually knowing who it is that we're creating these products for and building an audience, because you have to build some type of audience in order to monetize online. But here's the great thing about that. When you're focused on solving specific problems for the right people, you don't have to have the biggest audience. You just need to have the right audience. Remember, my community just a couple weeks ago just made $10,000. He doesn't have one YouTube video that has gotten over 30 views. He's focused on getting in front of the right people. Now, think about this. The number one inspiration for what I'm doing right now was a small YouTube channel that I discovered where he only had 5,000 or 6,000, maybe 7,000 subscribers, just a few thousand subscribers. He had a $30,000 per month business. He didn't have the biggest audience. Now, 2 years later, he has a YouTube channel that has about 40,000 subscribers. Still a small YouTube channel in the sense of YouTube. He now makes 6 figures per month from that micro niche YouTube channel. You can do more with less if you're focused on the right things. So once we're focusing on building the right audience, we only focus on delivering a clear outcome to that small audience, and then we build a system for ourselves for actual leverage, right? So here's the 7 steps right here. So for one, we want to choose a profitable niche. You may have heard this before. The riches are in the niches. That is true. But so many people are just thinking of profitable niches instead of thinking about what is a problem that they can solve within an actual niche. So you need to take it a level deeper, right? You don't need to build a niche. You need to define who your target customer is, or what I like to call an avatar, right? So here's how it goes. So this is a typical niche. A niche, it's wide, it's vast, it goes far. And this is where people think that stuff is really competitive, and they get scared because they think that so many people are within this niche. No, what you want to build out and focus on is a specific avatar within the actual niche. And then you'll be shocked to find out how many more people fit the avatar's profile within this whole niche. So just imagine all these little dots are people within the niche. But we don't want to be broad, we want to be specific, so we can hit on these people right here. And that's how we actually find our blue ocean amongst the red ocean. There's this book called Blue Ocean Strategy, where it talks about how you can pretty much find your niche of one within a very populated, saturated markets and stuff like that, right? We can apply these same things to our online business and to these digital products, right? So for an example, the biggest money-making niches are health, wealth, and relationships, right? Those are the big 3. Well, they'll say that they want to get into the relationship niche, and they want to help people have solid relationships. Well, that's so niche. I mean, that's so broad. So many people want to get in relationships for so many different reasons. That's really broad. You just can't help people date. But what if you were somebody that was helping the Gen Z, young men and millennials, Gen Z and millennials, become pickup artists in the real world, because so many people are scared to walk up and talk to a woman nowadays, right? Well, now you will be attacking a specific problem for a specific person within the relationship niche, to whereas you will be able to get in front of them and you will be able to show them how you have something that would value them and grant them a true transformation. Somebody in my community, actually in the relationship niche, she's not just helping people have better relationships with the opposite sex. She's helping people become better parents and build a better co-parenting situation with people that have a very toxic other that they're raising this child with, right? That's a space to where she will be able to get seen within the relationship and self-help space, right? So we got to be specific with these types of things, right? So you define your ideal customer, and that's how you actually choose a profitable niche. You don't just hop into niches. You build a niche around a problem for a specific person. So, like I said, we find their problems. So how do we find their problems? For one, where are the places to where they normally congregate, right? Where do they hang out online so you can do your research? For one, YouTube is a great place. You can use the search bar on YouTube. YouTube is not only the biggest streaming platform on the internet. YouTube's bigger than Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, HBO Max, all that type of stuff. But YouTube is the second biggest search engine on the planet, because Google, which is the biggest search engine, owns YouTube. So use the YouTube search bar and type in whatever the problem is that you're looking to fix, and then leave it blank and let YouTube auto-populate it. YouTube's going to be showing you what people are searching for in real time. Another thing that you can do the YouTube comments. YouTube comments are a gold mine because people are asking questions in comments of videos that obviously the creator of that video did not fill the information gap, or else they wouldn't have that question, right? So go do research around people that are making videos around the problem that you're going to solve within your digital product, and make videos filling those gaps of the people that have those questions. Something else that you can do, you can go on Reddit, you can go on Facebook groups, Quora, things like Reddit. You can Google, do the same exact thing with the YouTube search bar, let it autocomplete, do the same exact thing on Google, let it autocomplete. Something else that you can go on is a website called answerthepublic.com. Answer the Public, what Answer the Public does is that you can literally type in any niche about anything, and Answer the Public, it'll show you all the top search questions that people are searching on the internet each and every single day, and it'll have it nicely categorized for you also. It'll have the who questions, the what questions, the why questions, the how questions. It'll have them bundled up in prepositions and whatnot. This is a free resource that you could use also. So once we find their problems, now we're focusing on finding the right actual vehicle to get somebody from where they are right now to where they want to be, or the actual tool that'll help them carve out their new identity. This is where we start thinking about the actual product. Most people, they start thinking about, I want to write an ebook, or I want to have a course, or I want to have a community, or I want to have a 6-week mentorship, or whatever it is, instead of thinking about the problem first. Now we're actually thinking about the actual vehicle of the digital product, right? So when we're thinking about what is going to be the proper vehicle to get somebody from where they are right now to where they want to be, we got to think about solving the problem in the simplest, most effective way, and then picking the format that delivers best, all right? So an example of this, like I said, it could be some type of template. It could be a video walkthrough. It could be an Excel spreadsheet. It could be an AI agent. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. We can't lose sight of what it does. What is the result? What is the transformation? That's what we're actually selling. Now, majority of people's problem is not the product itself. It's obscurity. Most people are actually good at what they do, but nobody knows that they exist. The name of the game is not creating the product. The name of the game is creating something that will get a result for somebody, and then letting them know that you have it. If you create something and nobody knows that it exists, there's no business. So the product creation is not the problem that majority of people have. It's traffic. So where do we get traffic from? How do we let people know that this exists? This platform that you're on right now. We're going to utilize YouTube and turn it into true leverage for us as far as discoverability. Now, so many people, they're scared of YouTube. They think that YouTube is so hard, when in actuality, there's way less competition on YouTube because so many people are scared of YouTube and just want to do short form stuff. Well, think about this, and I'm speaking from experience, because the biggest platform that I have, as far as at the time of me recording this video, is Instagram. I quit Instagram to go all in on YouTube after building an audience of over 120,000 followers. I don't know how many followers I have now, because I haven't been on it, because there's no point to be on it, because YouTube is the best. I've proven myself to be right. I built a TikTok audience at the time of like 14 or 15,000 followers. I was starting to build that too when I made this decision to go all in on YouTube. Paid advertising, the most amount of money that I've spent on ads in a single month is a little over $100,000. YouTube traffic is way better. Just the other month, for the same amount of traffic that I got on a small YouTube channel, I would have had to spend about $60,000 in Facebook ads for the same amount of traffic and attention that I got from a small YouTube channel. And I got paid a few $1,000s from AdSense as a nice little cherry on top, instead of having to pay $60,000 in ads to build my income, impact, and influence, right? YouTube is the #1 discoverability app. Like I said, it's the biggest streaming platform and it's the second biggest search engine. And think about this from an educational standpoint. If we're selling a digital product or an informational digital product that delivers a true transformation for people, where do everybody, hey, you're sitting here learning from somebody that doesn't speak proper English sometimes. the English vernacular, the proper English. Where does everybody go to learn? They come to YouTube. And even people that do want to learn how to do something on a short form platform, where do they go to learn about it? YouTube. They don't go to Instagram to learn how to grow an Instagram page. They go to YouTube and type in how to grow on Instagram. They don't go to TikTok to learn how to grow a TikTok. They come and they watch a long form video about how to grow on TikTok. YouTube is a place that everybody comes to learn about everything. So if you have a digital product that is an info product, why go somewhere else? So what we're going to do is that we're going to focus on building true leverage, and we're going to focus on turning YouTube into a system for ourselves, saving yourself time, energy, and money. And YouTube will work for you literally 24/7, 365, nonstop. When I used to work short form content, it was exhausting. I was posting 3 to 5 times per day. Then I had an infomercial strategy where I was posting another 5 times between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m. And then by 7 a.m., I would delete all of the posts and then still post another 3 to 5 times per day while still doing stories and while still going live and then experimenting and paying for ads and stuff. To whereas on YouTube, once you get this system locked in for yourself, you can post, I say bare minimum once per week, but I say a good flow when you're first getting started is once to twice per week. And it can change your life. So look, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna make the content that actually helps first. So once we start doing that, we'll not only start to rank in search results, but we'll start to rank in the home screen results as well. And then we'll start to build trust from people from making content that is solving those people's problems. And we're in the trust economy right now. People buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. So then we're simply going to optimize and build our system, which once we start to get some real life feedback from real people, which YouTube is the best source of data as well, because once you start making YouTube content, you start making stuff that you know people want to watch versus what you think people want to watch, because YouTube's analytics will literally show you what your viewers are watching. And then you just make the stuff that YouTube is already telling you that they want to watch. You can move with the real strategy instead of just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping that something sticks, right? So we're going to work on optimizing over time on our titles, thumbnails, and topics. Something that I really advise a lot of people to do. This isn't something that you have to do, but everything starts off as free. So what we want to do is that we want to create some type of lead magnet or freebie to where we can get somebody's contact information. Now, a lead magnet, it always doesn't have to be something free. A lead magnet could just be high quality YouTube content. My freebie is a YouTube video. I have a rule of thumb that I want my free YouTube videos to be better than other people's paid content and their courses and stuff like that. And I literally get comments on a weekly basis of people talking about how much more they learned from my stuff than a $1,300 course that they paid for, or $10,000 mentorship that they paid for, or the results that people are getting just from my free content, right? So the power of this, whether you're giving away a freebie as a lead magnet or a low ticket digital product as a lead magnet, is to build an email list of something to where you own it, right? The whole key here is ownership. And then we want to automate our delivery, and we want to track what works. And then we simply just iterate, tinker, refine, and scale over time. You want to study your data. You want to improve your offers. Here's the thing that's killing so many people. They think that they have to have the perfect digital product right now out the gate, when you don't. The way that you make a good product is by getting something into the market quickly, creating something that I call an MVP, a minimal viable product, to whereas it's minimal enough to where you can get it completed quickly, but it's viable enough to get somebody a result. What you want to do is stay in constant feedback loops with the market, get stuff into somebody's hands, hear their feedback, see the results that they have to say that they're getting from it, hear the questions that they may have from it, hear the criticism that they may have from it, and then you refine your minimal viable product over time, and that's how you create that perfect digital product that so many people think that they need on day one. This is business. This isn't just something that works with digital products. Elon Musk, this is what he does with Tesla. Richest guy on the planet, right? Elon Musk doesn't just make all those Teslas at once. What he does a wait list at first. He pre-sells them, creates a MVP, a minimal viable product, gets them into the market, into the hands of people. Then they refine, then they put them out in bulk, right? This is just something that business does. Even movies. I was watching a Will Smith clip. He was talking about the movie I Am Legend. The movie I Am Legend, as it is right now, he said that's not how it originally was. The original ending, they created an MVP, got a focus group, and showed them the original movie. He said it was the first screening that he ever did where it was literally people screaming out loud and hollering, "Boo!" because they hated the ending. So they just went and they reshot the ending because they're like, okay, this isn't gonna go well. So because in the end, the original ending, Will Smith was actually the bad guy, and all the zombies were scared of him, and everybody was like, no, we just saw you running from these people, running from these zombies this whole movie, and fighting for your life and with your dog and shooting them and running and hiding. You're not the bad guy at the end. So they had to flip it, make him the good guy, right? This is business. So many people starting off, they think that it has to be perfect now, and they spend so long in waiting and strategizing and planning when all that planning is just procrastination in disguise, and they stay in analysis paralysis instead of getting something into the market and getting feedback from real people. The more analog that you stay in a digital world, the more successful that you will be, because everybody's trying to be so away from everybody in this online world. When you stay in feedback loops and are having real conversations with real people, the better you will be able to make stuff online for those real people. So these 7 steps right here, this is a system that you build. Follow these steps in order and don't skip them. That's so many people's problem. Most people are starting at 7 when they haven't even gotten to 1 through 6 first. So don't skip the steps, and always remember, focus on solving the problems. When you solve real problems, people pay for the solutions. And even outside of digital products, this is business in general. Every single thing that you spend $1 on, whether you realize it or not, psychologically and subconsciously, you're only spending it on something that solves a problem in your life. And then you only spend that $1 on something to where you feel the value of what you're getting in return is worth more than the $1 that you're spending on it. If that's not the case, then you wouldn't buy it. You say things like, it's not worth it. Oh, I can find it for cheaper. Oh, I'll go over here. Why? Because in your mind, there's not an unequal value proposition. And that's what we want to do. One of the reasons why I've been able to make so much money online with digital products is because I don't try to think of what is this worth. I want to create an unequal value proposition to where I'm basically selling $100 bills for $10. You know how many $100 bills I would be able to sell in a day if I was only selling them for $10? That's how you want to treat the value proposition that you're delivering to somebody through your vehicle of your digital product. And then not only will your income compound over time, but your impact will compound over time, especially once you're utilizing YouTube and you can build true actual freedom for yourself. I call it the triple I's, right? So most people, they're always just thinking of making money. But how this really works is that first, you build your influence. And then through your influence, you'll have a positive impact on people. And from the impact that you're having on people, that's where the income comes in. So many people are trying to start here and they're skipping steps. And so many people don't have any patience or no stick-to-itiveness to stick to anything, that they're thinking of all this immediate results right now, and they're trying to emulate what they're seeing people doing right now instead of looking back and emulating what they did then to get to now. And these are the steps that they took, right? So this is the content to sales system, or how you can actually turn your YouTube into that system that's working for you literally nonstop, 24/7, 365, to whereas you have a true digital asset of a YouTube channel compounding over time with your digital product, which will be an asset that's compounding over time. You have this crazy 2x effect of the marketings and the sales both building together. And it's crazy when you get paid from your marketing instead of paying for marketing as well, right? So in short, this system right here, it all starts with you making helpful content for that specific person, right? So the right people can deliver it. So the right people can discover you. So in short, what we want to do is that we want to create what I call a flywheel effect. So everything starts off with your avatar. Then we only make our content for our avatar. So then YouTube's algorithm starts to categorize our content, and we become a trusted authority within our space. And then YouTube will use its organic traffic sources, which will be the home screen, which will be the search results, which will be the suggested tab, which will be external traffic from Google searches. Remember, Google owns YouTube. Member of my community literally just posted a video yesterday about being an electrician. He's starting to show up in search results on Google. He was wowed by that. Doesn't have that many views on the video. I think it was like he had just got started, maybe like 40 or 50 something views like that. But he was like, dang, I'm showing up in search results on Google. I'm like, yeah, because you were making the stuff for a specific person with a specific problem, right? So then you'll start showing up in front of more people that fits the specific person that you're helping. This is how we actually build an audience. So you create this helpful content for this specific person. So you start to build an actual audience, and then you simply just offer them something, whether it's free content to a free offering to a lead magnet, or even if it is to a low ticket digital product to build a paid email list versus a free email list, to where you're going to have something to offer them or upsell to later. Everything that we're going to do, we're not thinking sell. That's why so many people can't make money. We're thinking add true value to people, and we're simply positioning what it is that we have to offer as a no-brainer, logical next step to whatever it is that they already just consumed. So here, we take this flywheel here with our content. This is where we have our digital product, which we offer to these people. This here is where we make the money, which here, the person gets their transformation, which is simply just their result or that new identity, which then they become what I like to call an evangelist. An evangelist is simply just an ambassador, which will lead to more people buying your offers. This flywheel, pretty much, once this is going, right, it pretty much bleeds into this flywheel, and they work simultaneously. Then you start to get this effect to where everything just starts to compound and grow bigger and bigger over time on itself, and it starts to get pretty crazy. And that's how we actually make this money and get paid over and over and over and over again on repeat. But the way that this works is that we get all of our traffic and we focus it to one digital product. That's where the money's made. The money is not made in having multiple offers. The money is made by having one solution to one problem. Don't focus on selling different stuff until you've made $1 million with one. That's so many people's problem, and they don't realize that having all these different products is basically like having so many different businesses, and they haven't even learned how to run one yet. If you are going to have different products later on, what you want to do is have them available on the back end to people that have already made a purchasing decision with you on the front end. Amateurs make money on the front end, experts make money on the back end. So the reason why this works is that it's always going to be easier to sell something to somebody that's already had a good experience with you than to acquire a new customer. So it's not about selling more things to more people. It's about increasing what is called your lifetime value of that one person that decided to buy. And it's about either getting them to buy something else more expensive on the back end, or getting them to buy again. Or maybe you could create an ecosystem to where it's people, they buy something from you once that they have to pay for over and over again. But the game is lifetime value, not how many people can you sell more stuff to. That's just going to ruin your business, right? So remember, you're focusing on helping people first and building trust. You want to build something around this problem that you only have to build once and get paid over and over and over again from. So this works in the trust economy because even with all this information that's available, even with AI and whatnot, people are drowning in the sea of information. The trust economy works because people are looking for trusted authorities that have experience about all this knowledge that they're getting all over the place. So why this works is that you have one problem with one solution, that happy customer that leads to, like I said, those people having that word of mouth effect, that evangelistic effect, which is also an organic traffic source, because one thing that I didn't talk about on YouTube is the shares. Right? That's a traffic source also. That's just like word of mouth marketing. You're adding value to somebody to whereas they want somebody else to get the good stuff that they just had. That's an organic traffic source as well that leads to more people with this actual problem, and it all leads into the making the money. So what you want to do is that you just want to build one audience. You want to obsess on coming up with solutions for that one audience and show them that you have obsessed on coming up with solutions to their problems more than they have. You want to create one ecosystem so you'll have endless impact. And then if you do want to have different offers available, you've already built a pool of people that are already proven to be customers that you can target with different solutions through email and whatnot. But this is all about leverage. This is all about sharing your knowledge to create your actual income. Sharing your knowledge in a system that you have to only create once, to whereas you can actually increase your income by building true leverage that'll last forever. You package it, you share it, you get paid, and you actually change lives. And if you're ready to actually change your life and turn your YouTube into a digital product sales engine, then go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this Credited at the Top community. And go ahead and check out this video right here for an entire full course on how you can systemize this process for yourself to save yourself time, energy, and money. It's Credited at the Top.